What's going on? Welcome back. It's an exciting day today because we are going to pick up the transmission for the 73 Nova. So let's go. Man, it's shiny. See? I'll roll it out.
How was Tennessee?
It was a long drive.
Do it?
It was a long drive. No, we had a lot of fun though. Does this have the pilot already built onto it? Yeah. It says LS and pilot, so I don't know.
Is it a factory flywheel?
Mm-hmm.
Or, okay. Nope, it ain't got it. You said something.
Kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of. All right, so we got the transmission back at the house. A little bit about it. It was built by Cameron's Torque Converter Services in Columbia, South Carolina. They've been doing this stuff for years, so I trust them with the build. And this one is a street strip turbo 350, along with a 22 to 2500 stall converter. And I think that'll work pretty well with the 5.3 LS. The rear gear should be a 308, so I'm thinking this combination should work fairly well. Right now the car is still up on jack stands, as you can see. We found we've got a lot of suspension work we're going to have to do to it that we kind of didn't really plan for. I had a feeling that we would have to do a little bit of it, but you know, a lot of the bushings and suspension parts, stuff like that's going to have to be changed out. See if I can get you down there. The bushings are pretty dry rotted. Haven't decided if I want to go with some aftermarket arms, maybe tubular, something like that. Maybe one of you out there can let me know what you think on that. You know, what I should go with. I don't mind replacing parts, you know, as long as it's, you know, not too much more expensive, because I know that we're gonna have to replace a good bit. I've started looking around at some kits, you know, bushing kits, and you know, the steering linkages and all that stuff. So I would rather replace than to rebuild, just to save some time. But if the expense is going to be too much, then obviously I'll just rebuild. We haven't had a whole lot of time to work on it. This is pretty much where we left off from the engine removal. If you haven't seen that video, go check that out. And we have been spending a lot of time on what we now affectionately call Coyote Ugly. So just got back from Jackson, Tennessee. Had a good time out there. So lots going on and very little time. So that's one reason I want to, or I'm thinking about replacing suspension components versus rebuilding, is to save time, because we just don't have much time at all. So, like I said, if you have any suggestions on that, please let me know. You can leave comments here, or you can reach me on Instagram, pony1992_S550, and let me know what you think. We are going to try to get hot and heavy on this car. The wife is getting pretty anxious to get this thing going. We still got a lot of parts to get, but we do have a lot of parts that we can go ahead and start on. So we're going to be busy for a while. But that's what's going on with the Nova right now. Just wanted to share the transmission with you. We do have some things coming up. I haven't decided if I'm going to yet, but in July there is a track event at Darlington Dragway that I am thinking about taking Coyote Ugly to. I didn't really get the best passes I wanted to in Jackson, Tennessee, because of the higher elevation and there was a lot of moisture in the air. So maybe I can get some here, but in July it's going to be hot, so hard to say. But anyway, we may go to that, we may not. But stay tuned. We got a lot coming up with this Nova, and we will try to document everything we can as we go, and hopefully it won't take too long. So stick around. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you next time.